Okay then, Marines, as Focus Entertainment have come forward and given us a load of questions and answers that we've been asking for, and this is a big news point. We've got so much to go over, including the capability for consoles, which is good news, I may add. We're also going to take a look into the release dates and times as far as the official notices goes, and the preloads coming in, and then we've got some words that cannot express how excited people are, but we need to take a look into something other than that. So if you haven't already, smash your beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we're doing a giveaway here on the channel for launch day. When this game launches, we're going to be giving away a copy of Space Marines 2. So if you want to get your hands on that one, it's very simple. Pop a blue love heart in the comment section. That's all you need to do. Pop a blue love heart in the comment section. It'll enter you in. We'll announce it on launch day via the giveaway announcement sector of the Discord via the link in the description. Just that simple. You may as well jump in. But anyway, let's dive on into what it is that's happening inside of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Taking a look at the first point, they have posted up a community focus that states right here, greeting Space Marines. We can hardly believe it ourselves, but Space Marines 2, the excitement is truly palpable, and it feels almost surreal to be this close to sharing the game with you after years of hard work, dedication, and passion from the entire team. Humanity is about to witness the return of its fiercest defenders as we all gear up for the imminent launch of Space Marine 2. We want to provide you with some final insights and updates to prepare you for the epic adventure that lies ahead. Now, this is absolutely insane. We have got a brand new trailer that you guys are seeing in the background right now, which is the Angels of Death. It's a great watch. We'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. But there are a load of questions, and one of them is a big one. This one right here that a lot of you guys wanted to know is, what are the performances like on PC and console? Well, on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, there is a performance mode, quality mode, and what FPS can we expect, and other specific details. As far as the quality mode, 4K resolution at 30 frames per second. The performance mode is going to be up to 60 frames per second at 1080p. Please note that on the Xbox Series S, the quality mode will allow for 1440p at 30 frames per second, and performance mode will not be available. So for those of you guys playing on Series S, you won't be able to run it at the smooth 60 frames per second. But for those of you guys who are playing on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation, expect a performance mode of 60 frames per second at 1080p. Or if you wanted to run that quality with a 4K resolution, you're getting the 30 frames. Pretty damn simple, but it's really nice that they've shown that off. What I would have expected, though, was for them to actually have shown off some gameplay alongside it. I think it's quite important that they do stuff like that. Not really too sure why they haven't showed it. All we have is their word for it, but fingers crossed, everything runs smoothly. The only speculation right now in players are stating that it is up to 60 frames per second, which could mean that the more demanding areas of the game may run down quite substantially, but we'll have to wait and see exactly how that one works. Other questions, though, that people have been asking, such as, will my progression be saved when playing offline? Rest assured, the campaign mode, your progression will be saved on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S while playing offline, which is good. For operations mode, as far as PvE, you will need to be online to ensure your progress in PvE is saved. And offline progression will not carry over to your next session, so make sure you're connected to keep all earned perks, skins and other rewards. Massive deal, so make sure you guys are connected to that. Will cross-play and cross-platform save work as well? Yes, cross-platform saves are functionally working through the platform Prism Ray Online Service, also known as Pros, and that's a big one as well, because that cross-platform saving is an absolutely huge thing for those of you guys who run on multi-platform such as myself. It states right here is PvE/PvP playable via LAN. LAN play will not be supported, which doesn't really surprise me. I've not seen many that still do that nowadays. But will the game support crossplay, and can it be toggled off? Yes, full crossplay between Steam, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S players will be supported from day one, which is absolutely huge. Obviously, you'll be able to toggle that off. We'll have to see what it is that works with that. When it states here, you'll be able to play the campaign and PvE modes without any restrictions, but note that for fairness and balancing purposes, crossplay for the PvP mode, Eternal War, will be split between PC players in one pool, Steam and Epic Games, and console players in the other one, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. You will also have the option to disable cross-play functionality if you prefer to only play with those using the same platform as yours, which is absolutely huge. I'm not too sure as to what it is they're getting at with the PvP aspect. I know that sometimes people see that there's a cross progression point where sometimes PC players are more over the top and sometimes console players are over the top with aim assist and so on and so forth. The argument goes crazy. So it's not a bad thing that they've run it that way, but that's how it's going to be played out, which I do not mind at all. It states right here though, are there any restrictions for what classes can be played in operations mode for PvE, and what about the Eternal War PvP? Now your squad may only include one Space Marine of each class in operations mode. In Eternal War mode, there is a limit of 2 players per class and per team. No all snipers team, but you'll have plenty of strategic variety, which again I don't think is a massive issue, but it's very, very good that they're doing that. And is there friendly fire when playing campaign operations or Eternal War mode? There's no friendly fire in either of the game modes. That's so disappointing. I absolutely love that sort of stuff. It is hilarious sometimes when that sort of stuff runs through. It can get a bit toxic, but for the most part, if you're playing with friends, it's so damn funny. Now, there are quite a few other questions on here, but some of the more loaded ones that you guys will want to know right here is this one right here. Does the game support the haptic features for the DualSense controller? Now, they support the force triggers in the DualSense controller, but not haptic feedback at launch. What about ray tracing, DLSS, and other PC-specific technologies? DLSS 2, FSR2 available at launch, DLSS 3 and FSR 3 planned for post-launch. As far as ray tracing and HDR, it's not supported. So that's an interesting one. Fair enough. I'd love to see what this game would look like with ray tracing. It'd be absolutely insane. I'm not too sure that sort of thing would be very fair on the poor consoles that are running it, but yeah. And what anti-cheat system is in place? This one right here states that they'll be using easy anti-cheat on PC at launch, which we're kind of used to right now. There's a lot of games that have been running that one, so you guys are going to be able to have some fun with that. And it seems like most people are quite happy with all of the things in Told, and yeah, this is a sly dig at the Helldivers scene right here. It's actually quite funny to see, but it states right here, totally cool with that. Honestly, all I just want is a fun game that runs properly. Somebody said, I assume you Helldive. Love Helldivers. It's buggy as S and not just the Terminids. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. That's a whole other video altogether. But when will you be able to get hold of this? Well, the early unlock will be available here through September 5th / September 6th, depending on whereabouts you are. You can see it on the screen. As far as the early unlocks on consoles, it'll all be on September 5th that you can see on the screen right now. So you can obviously check that within your certain region. Release times for PC and consoles are right here from September 9th to September 10th, as far as the full game release globally. And then the only other issue is that you can preload these games on console, but you will not be able to preload on PC, which is absolutely insane. But we are just going to have to sweat that one out for us PC users and see exactly how it operates. But yeah, that's a disappointing one, but it does happen quite often, and it seems to be the case quite frequently. The only negative to this video, though, is that people are now starting to talk now that we've had the Year 1 battle plan come out, and in 2025 for Season 4, that's when we're going to have to wait till before Horde mode releases, which a lot of people have been wanting for quite some time, and it's been one of the biggest hype things inside of the game as far as a game mode and whole. So yeah, Season 4, that's quite some way down the line. We're looking into mid 2025, maybe Q3. To be fair, that's about the decent enough time to be able to release that through. Maybe Q2 if they are feeling a little bit punchy to release that stuff early on before we get into the next seasons of things. But yeah, as of right now, Horde mode is towards the end of the current battle plan that we've got in play. But let me know what you guys are thinking to everything said in the video so far. But we've got the top 3 comments from the previous video, which are actually really, really nice to see. This one states here, the 2 years of waiting don't compare to these last few days. My God, I want it now. And yeah, I think this is always the case, man. When these sorts of games release and you've got so much hype around it, you're having to wait, and every day just seems to take longer and longer. We're still waiting, but it's going to get there very, very soon. Second comment right here states armor isn't interchangeable because of the size difference between each type. Heavy aren't wearing the same pauldrons as a tactical, which is very, very true. The only thing that we had was an exclusive armor set that was exclusive to heavy armor sets only, which was a little bit of a shame. I think that they could have like put those exclusive armor sets in different sets so you could use it across your entire squadron if you so wanted to, rather than just limiting it to the heavy load. But small details, small problems, not something we're going to sweat over. And the third comment right here states, due to Space Marines 2 being too hyped, causing more devs to be sad, we've buffed charges and have nerfed Helldivers again. Arrowhead Studios. For those of you guys who don't know and aren't savved up with it, which a lot of you guys from Helldivers are over on Space Marines now, but this is a hilarious one. I don't really know what Arrowhead are going to do with Helldivers once Space Marine does drop and the player base tanks on launch, because I know a lot of Helldivers are excited to become a Marine and fight for the Emperor. So we'll have to see exactly how that one plays out. But let me know via the comment section everything you thought of in today's video. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. I appreciate all your faces, and I will see you in the next one. But thanks again. I'll see you in the clouds.